Hello, today is 7:31 of 25 and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. It is currently 11 o'clock and I am getting ready to have my coffee. So I have 1 cup of Fairlife whole milk, 2 shots of espresso, and 1 serving of whey isolate protein powder. I did not add my collagen peptides or my creatine because I put that in the chia pudding that I'm going to have later today. And then I'm also going to have a donut. This is from Conscious Comforts. If you've seen my videos, you know that I love them. They are made with really good ingredients: almond flour, coconut flour, vanilla, protein powder, monk fruit sweetener, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla, olive oil, almond milk, egg replacer, orange, toffee cream cheese, and orange extract. So, gluten-free, sugar-free is what they are. They are fantastic. I'll be back with what else I eat today. It is 4:45. I went to the gym today and did arms and core. So I did dead bug, single arm overhead press, weighted decline sit ups, push ups, plank hip dips, seated rows, lying leg raises, crossbody hammer curls, and then 5 minutes of as many rounds as possible of cross sack squats shifts, temple tempo pistol squats and single leg balance holds. And then I did a sprint interval training with the battle ropes. So I did 3 rounds of just doing it as hard as I could for 20 seconds and then resting for like 3 minutes and then doing another 20 seconds. That really kind of wears you out. So that was good. And then I was on the stair stepper at zone 3 for about 50 minutes after that. Then I came home. That was 3 o'clock that I came home and I had an Okios Pro, I don't know, an Okios Triple Zero blueberry yogurt cup because I was hungry. I like when I was at the gym, I was starting to feel hungry. I only had 10 minutes and I wanted to eat the carbs that I had planned for today. I wanted to eat the majority of them right after my workout. That's nutrient timing. So it's not that I'm eating way more carbs today like I did yesterday on a refeed day. It's just that I want to plan like a bulk of my carbs to happen right after my workout. So that's what I had. It is 8 net carbs in one of those little cups of yogurt. And I had a Body Armor Flash IV for my electrolytes. I had to go get my daughter and then come home, and then I made myself some food, and I just wasn't able to record that. So I had 3 ounces of salmon and 4 ounces of pork belly, and then I also had chia pudding. So I had made this last night. I used Keto Chow Core chocolate sweetened with stevia. This obviously is not the container for that. I hate those bags. So I had an extra container and I put it in here. And then I added a half serving of beef protein powder. This is actually bulk supplement brand. Again, this is not the container that it usually comes in. It comes in a bag, so I put it in a container. I added my creatine to it and my collagen peptides. And then I made it with almond milk, which I don't usually, I've never made it with almond milk before. So I decided to try it with almond milk. I used 1 cup of almond milk. And the reason for that is because I knew I was going to have higher carbs with my cup of Fairlife whole milk and my coffee. I just really wanted that today. And the yogurt that I had. So that's why I decided to make it with the almond milk. It was okay. Definitely not as good as when it's made with the Fairlife whole milk. 1 cup was also a little bit too much. Like, I'm not sure that 3/4 will be quite enough. I think it's going to be like somewhere between 3/4 and 1 full cup. But it was just a little not as thick as I would like it to be. And I mean, the flavor was just okay. And normally I really love the chia pudding made with the uh, Keto Chow core chocolate. Like it's it's so delicious, but the almond milk just changes the flavor too much that it's not my favorite. So I could eat it. I ate the whole thing. It was fine. Oh, and it was made with 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. That's how it's chia pudding. But definitely not something where it's like, oh, I'm going to replace it with almond milk. I'm not. On the days when, say I want to have chia pudding and I know I'm going to have higher carbs and other things, I'll make it and I'll eat it, but I'll try to be able to have it just on its own with the Fairlife whole milk. Okay, so I ate all of that at about like I got home from picking up my daughter at 4 and then like things had to cook. I did eat the chia pudding because it was ready while I was waiting for my salmon and my pork belly to cook. So I got done eating just like 10 minutes ago and I'm still hungry. Probably just because it was like such a long period of time between when I ate last, which was my coffee and donut this morning at what 10, and then when I was finally getting something into my system after having a really good workout, and it really was. I feel really really good. It was a hard workout. So I'm going to eat more. I This is what I planned to eat today, so I'm just kind of like bumping up the time frame. I thought I probably wouldn't eat it till like 6 or 7, but I'm just going to eat it now. So I have 2 of these Egg Life wraps. This is the garden salsa. I have not tried the garden salsa. I don't like the plain ones, but I really liked the garlic herb ones. So I wanted to give the garden salsa ones a try to be able to use like with tacos, which is what I've made. All right, so I'm just going to try just the wrap itself. It's got a lot of flavor to it, a little spicy even. It's it's good. Um, Ooh, that's a little spicy. My husband's gonna have a hard time eating those. I'm a little disappointed about that because I wanted him to be able to have them, but it really definitely has a kick. Maybe if it uses enough sour cream, it'll kind of like cover that up for him. I'm not sure. Those definitely have some spice to them, but they're good. And I'll definitely be able to use them as my as a taco base. So I have 4 cooked ounces of ground beef that I seasoned with some of my, I don't know where it went, my homemade taco seasoning, just that I had mixed up. So I added that in there. I'm going to put it on my taco along with some Okios Pro plain Greek yogurt. There we go. Um, I use this in place of sour cream just to be able to bump up my protein even more. I mean, honestly, I'll have plenty of protein today anyway. It doesn't matter that much, but it's just something that I do. And I've got a little bit of romaine lettuce that I'm going to top these with. Okay, and I'm still gonna definitely need to eat more later today. I think right now I'm in a caloric deficit of like 500 calories. I'll just have to see what that's gonna be. Okay, before we get into how my day turned out, um, I found today, like I just realized this other change that I've had since I changed my diet that like just kind of like startled me and is very interesting. And so I wanted to share that. I used to have floaters in my eyes. Like I just did. I had them. They were there all of the time. And tonight I realized that I don't have them and I haven't had them for a while, like months. I don't know exactly for how long I haven't had them, but like it's been a while and I'm super excited. Like they were always very annoying and stuff. And I'm kind of surprised that it took me this long to realize that I don't have them, but it did. So I asked ChatGPT like what parts of like changing my diet, like could that have been what caused the change in my floaters, which I mean, it seems like obviously that would be what it is because that's like the big change that I've made. The other thing I think is could be like my workouts that like that somehow is causing some eye health. But I specifically asked about my diet, and it said that there's no scientific evidence that oh hey this diet reduces floaters in your eyes, but it does say that because of not having the high blood sugar spikes, those can cause damage to the vessels, the blood vessels in your eyes, and can degrade collagen. So, I mean, maybe it's even just all like the collagen, not, I mean, I know I take collagen peptides, but that hasn't been for very long. But like just the collagen that I've been getting in my food, maybe just that in and of itself is like the thing that caused it. But it did list a few other things. Lower inflammation, because chronic inflammation has been linked to deterioration of the vitreous humor and other eye issues. Include improved collagen maintenance is another one. Better hydration and electrolyte balance, which absolutely could be true. And then fat soluble nutrients. The higher density of healthy fats can enhance the absorption of all of those fat soluble nutrients, which are all important for eye health and probably, I mean, possibly maintaining the integrity of the retina. So I just, I think that's amazing. I am so super excited that like I don't have floaters anymore. That's awesome. Okay, so it's 7:30 and I thought about eating more. I'm in a caloric deficit of over 500 calories. Um, but I just can't. I am just way too full. I cannot eat any, like nothing sounds good. Not even my delicious donuts sound good. It's like bleh. So I'm just not going to to eat more. I'm gonna like listen to my body a little bit. I'm trying to eat more so that I can kind of make sure that I'm like evening my body out. It's not good for you to be in a caloric deficit for like a really long period of time. So I'm just trying to like give my body some more. But today it's not having it, which is fine. And all of this is an approximation anyway. So maybe though it seems like I was like calorically even over the last couple of days, maybe I was actually in a more of a surplus than I think, and that's why I just don't need much today. So I'm just going to kind of take it for what it is and like be okay with it. So I ended up with about 2,200 calories. My protein is 214. My net carbs are 34, and my fat is 119. So I had a pretty good day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.